Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Aries. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Aries, please. All right, so your person is showing up as the Magician card, Virgo, Gemini. They're also showing up as the Strength card, Leo energy. They're viewing you as the Wheel of Fortune, all right, Sagittarius energy, but also the fixed signs for me as a reader. So Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius. And the connection, we see the Nine of Cups. So this is definitely going to be a lot of fun. We'll see if that means it's long lasting or not. And we see the Two of Swords. All right, Aries. So we see Moon in Libra. This person may be someone who mirrors you in a lot of ways. But I'm also seeing with the Two of Swords that this person holds back a little bit. Now they may be holding back to build up strength and courage to come towards you. They may just be somebody who's a little bit cautious. The Wheel of Fortune tells me they immediately see you as destiny, but they also immediately see your worth and your value. Now we see the Magician card, Virgo, Gemini energy coming through, which tells me that this is somebody who may tick all of your boxes. This is someone who definitely is a good communicator. This is somebody who's thoughtful, organized. I'm also seeing them as extremely elegant and well put together. Someone really interesting to talk to is what I'm getting. But Magician energy is somebody who basically has all the tools that you need, right? They're somebody who's complete, someone who will make you very happy. Someone who also has been doing a lot of healing work, so it feels like they're coming to this connection, Aries, with relatively little baggage. All right, the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, it tells me they may be in the midst of some sort of transformation. I also think, too, your person may have been dating and maybe been dating a lot, but they're ready to put an end to that, right? Like they're like starting to look more seriously, or they've been looking for the one, but they haven't quite found anyone that they can quite invest in. So they may feel a little bit emotionally drained by, these almost partners or people who, who are around for a good time, not a long time. And we see the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. Yeah. So this is somebody who I do feel is definitely looking for love, or at least starting to take dating and romance more seriously. But they're also extremely discerning. So the Hanged Man tells me that this person could have Pisces in their chart and really strong Jupiter and Pisces there with the Nine of Cups. But I'm also seeing with the Hanged Man that this is somebody who's holding back. They look at all the details. They may feel like a bit of stagnancy in their life, and either because they haven't really been dating much, or the opposite. They've been dating and giving people chances, but they feel like nothing ever really goes anywhere. I do think this is somebody who's quite spiritual and quite spiritually evolved. I also feel like they're quite emotionally mature. Yeah, so we see the Four of Pentacles here, Aries, and the Two of Swords is confirmation that both of you might start off as kind of holding back a little bit, sussing each other out, doing your homework, being a bit more sure rather than just rushing into things. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know? All right, so we see that they've experienced loss and they may be in a period of recovery. So this could also indicate too that, they've lost a loved one or maybe a beloved pet. But I'm also seeing too, this person could be in recovery. They could be somebody who's healing from addiction or something like that. We see your person is coming through as the mother archetype, whether they're male or female, it doesn't matter. But they have one or more children. Okay, or maybe they want to have children. This to me indicates somebody that regardless of their sex or gender or how they identify, this is someone who's very maternal, somebody who's very loving. All right, we see that they may not have family. So if they do have children, their children could be at a distance from them or even estranged, or maybe they have a difficult co-parenting situation going on. But for others of you, they want children, they want family. And but they may not have any immediate family. They could be alone in this world, Aries, or it could indicate that their family's at a distance, a different city, state, or country even. And we do get strong Sagittarius energy here. So known as the teacher and the knowledge seeker, a bold, fiery sign that's comfortable leading others. Okay. So double, like, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune and Sagittarius tells me they probably have strong Sagittarius placements. All right, so this person is showing up as the Strength card. Now remember, the Strength card, this is Leo energy. So this is somebody who loves hard and they love deep. I do think this person really values connection, either because they never really had it, or, you know, they're away from their family or their children. But I also feel like this is somebody that really does want that connection. They do want family. So they may become part of your family, or maybe they want to create a family with you. And even if that doesn't mean children, you know, it's like maybe, you know, a few cats and dogs and houseplants or whatever it might be. But this is somebody who loves hard. They love deep. They're passionate. They're playful. They get a lot of attention. And they enjoy that. And they enjoy that attention. They enjoy that attention. I don't know why that sounded so weird. This person may be shorter than average, Aries, maybe shorter than the average person, or maybe shorter than the people that you normally date. But remember, these really specific messages are going to be confirmation for some of you, but they're not going to resonate with all of you. Okay. And we see Canadian, so they could be Canadian, or there's some sort of Canadian connection. But again, that's a confirmation message. That's not for all of you. And we see long hair. Again, another confirmation message. And even if they don't have long hair now, they may have had long hair at some point in time. All right, what else do my Aries need to know about this person or this connection? What else do my Aries need to know about this person? All right, so we see coffin energy. Look at that mourning energy. So it does look like your person has experienced some sort of loss. All right, but I could also see this person being somebody who has also been through a major transformation themselves. Like they're very different than the person they were, you know, a year ago, for let's say. But it does feel like they've recently experienced some sort of personal loss here. All right. We see message of concern. Now, what I'm getting with this card, Aries, is that this is somebody who probably worries a lot. You know, Virgo, Gemini energy, even though they're coming through as balanced, when it's imbalanced or it's shadow energy, can be overthinking, nervousness, anxiety. But I feel like with this card coming through the way it did, is that this person doesn't show it. Okay, so like there's somebody who's very calm, cool, and collected on the outside. Magician energy, hanged man energy. But behind the scenes, they are nervous, they are concerned. They may act unbothered. Again, it feels like this person has gone through a lot. This is somebody who has a lot of experience, has maybe been through a lot of loss or hardship, but they come off as being calm, cool, collected, solid. A solid, calm demeanor. And we see the Lovers here, Gemini energy. But yeah, this person may be someone who's I just kind of feel like they've experienced a lot of almosts, or that, you know, they've had a lot of experience with people who are just around for a good time, not a long time. So meeting you, you know, they see and they sense something very different here with that Wheel of Fortune. What else do my Aries need to know about this person? All right, they may have a pet. Okay, I got a dog, but we do see a lot of that Leo, that lion energy. So this person could also be a cat person. All right. They may speak with an accent. So that can indicate they come from a different region, a different country. Maybe the language you speak with them is not their native language. They own their own home. Okay. So they have stability. And they wear a meaningful accessory often. Now, I do feel like whatever this meaningful accessory is, Aries, it may be related to somebody that they lost here. So like a parent or a good friend or a grandparent. All right, they're viewing you as the Wheel of Fortune. This is fixed energy. It's also Sagittarius energy. But this person immediately sees your worth and your value. They see you as a destined partner. They may even feel like this in some respects is karmic justice. Like this is what they've been working towards. This is what they've been waiting for. Okay. All right, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So for some of you, this person may be someone who has been waiting for you, Aries, to be single. They might be a little bit worried that, you know, you've worked really hard for what you have, or you have so much to offer that maybe you're not looking to share that with them or with anybody else at this time. But with the Ace of Swords here, Aries, I feel like this person loves your mind. They love the way you think. They see you as somebody who's really got it together. Like you have everything you need but love, but they also know that you don't really need anybody else. They see you as somebody who's in alignment, thoughtful, honest. Also, like communicating your feelings comes easy to you, and that's really refreshing. How you're going to be feeling the Devil energy, Capricorn. Now, Capricorn kind of gets a bad rap because oftentimes we associate this card with something karmic in nature. But I'm also seeing the Devil here as, you know, this, as you feeling like really, really physically attracted to this person, feeling like there's an invisible cord between you and them. And you may even find yourself, Aries, being a little bit low-key obsessed here with them. But I also think the Devil, you know, Capricorn energy also is very practical. It's pragmatic. It's wise. So I do think you're also going to be taking that kind of approach to this connection or to this person. You know, also doing your homework. What do they notice about my Aries or really, really like about my Aries, please? Okay, God energy. Now, don't let this go to your head, my lovely Aries, but they see you as the God archetype, so they definitely hold you in high regard. They see you as a force to be reckoned with. And here we see benevolent and compassionate, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. All right, so they see you as kind. They see you as also having your own inner authority. Again, that Wheel of Fortune. Okay, but you don't use your power to control anybody. You're very loving. You're very giving. And addict energy. Both of you could be in recovery. That's not for all of you. But they help you recognize and confront addictive behavior. So again, you might reflect something back at this person that they feel they need to change, or I kind of feel like they see you as the end of a karmic cycle, you know, calling in a bunch of people who are around for just a good time and not a long time. And so, you know, I'm reading this Nine of Cups here, Aries, not so much as this just being a fun, exciting connection, but I'm actually reading this as wish fulfillment. Like this person coming through as the Magician card tells me they tick all of your boxes. You two mirror each other in a lot of ways. But I'm also seeing here that you are this person's wish fulfillment. Like you feel like karmic justice, redemption after, you know, a lot of no's when it comes to relationships. And I don't think this person has necessarily been rejected a lot. I just think they haven't found anybody worth emotionally investing in. All right. So we see while following a personal interest. So this is awesome because this meeting happens while you're engaging in something you enjoy or you feel passionate about. Alignment forms through authenticity. Beautiful. All right, and there's going to be a natural progression here. This connection unfolds without force or urgency. And again, they're in that hanged man energy, but you're also going to be really discerning. You know, taking a practical, pragmatic approach, not wanting to rush into things. And it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy to fall in love with each other, because I do think I've got two people who have been kind of waiting for one another. All right, and we see growth with discernment. This connection evolves alongside clarity. So I like this because this feels very adult. This feels very mature. Again, let's take it step by step. Let's see where, how we're feeling. Let's see if this is, really what we want. And I love that. And I think that's what's going to make you feel really safe and secure about how they feel and where this is going. All right, additional messages, advice, and guidance for my Aries, please. All right, we see bonding. So as you get to know each other, you discover many things in common. All right, so spending time together, talking, being open and honest, authentic with one another, letting down your walls and your barriers. All right. Okay, sorry about that little interruption here. So this is a very strong connection here with the twin flame recognition. So you know this soul that mirrors your own. Okay, and again, that's most likely why you feel this really intense cord with one another. Look at that, and underneath that we have the Tower. So yeah, transformational, life-changing, powerful connection, Aries. All right, and we see love language, physical touch. So this is going to be an extremely affectionate connection. A tender touch means so much. And we see soulmate. So wow, lots of confirmation here that you have found your romantic counterpart. All right. Any important dates or times, please? Any important dates or times? All right, so it's time to let it go. All right, so someone here may need to release someone or something before this comes into union. And at the bottom of the deck, we see it's not too late to make changes. So what I feel about this, Aries, is like just keep doing you, keep focusing on healing, improving, moving forward. And, energetically, you're aligning with this really powerful person and connection that's coming into your life. All right, so I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.